Okay, good morning. Hi, my name is Nick Beasley, and we're going to talk about deforestation. And you got the timer set for 5 minutes. Start it, please. Start. Deforestation is the process in where plants are being taken out of the soil. It's basically where the corporations get together to buy a tract of land and dispose of all the trees that are there. And this problem, which is affecting us socially around the world, it's pretty simple because it is just cutting down trees where the trees cannot grow again, and it's not giving these trees enough time for them to grow, and yada yada, bim bada bada. But this and that, and then you're gonna stand over here. Why are you hiding over there? You gotta stand with the group.
Well, one thing's for sure, we can't put hard facts before what is the deforestation.
No, put it from the beginning.
That's the beginning. Yeah, that is.
That is the beginning. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't take that off.
No, we're not.
Hard facts.
No, we're not. That we're putting that first because I said it. Like we have to tell them. We tell them these facts, and it could get them thinking.
Okay.
There will be no forest. Agriculture is leading the cause of deforestation.
Okay.
This problem is a major problem, and now we're going to talk about the causes of deforestation that are affecting us. We have Kristen here.
That wasn't even like a minute.
No, I know, but I want to pass it because I'm not doing this part.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to take this long. I just wanted to do the intro.
Alright.
Okay, now, so where I guess it's nice, like what you're doing, you stand behind and whoever's talking, and then, it's a major problem that's affecting us. And just to talk about the causes and effects of this major problem that's affecting us social, we have Kristen here that's going to talk about it today. Give it up for Kristen, please.
Yay! Hello, I'm here to talk to you about the causes of deforestation. One problem is illegal logging operations who go out of their way to who cut down trees for profit. Most of the whole deforestation problem is caused by agriculture, urban sprawling, and also for wood and paper products. But also, farmers cut down trees to make way for their crops and giving their livestock places to graze upon. But the huge problem about that is overgrazing. And if you feed your animals too much, there won't be enough growing plants to recover. Newborn plants won't grow if they're eaten, and prevents forest recovery. And if there's no more grass or plants, then starts animal starvation. And here is an example of slashing and burning. And I'll just put that on.
Slash and burn?
Yeah. And also, there is also wood harvesting for domestic fuels and mining operations that also cause that.
You're on 1 minute and 34, so keep talking.
Actually, I messed up on the thing, and it was like 2 minutes. It was actually 2 minutes.
So keep talking.
So it was 2 minutes?
Just interact with the audience. So Kristen, what are some things that in our neighborhoods are causing deforestation? Can you explain to the group?
Think about the beaches, if they ask you that.
The beaches? Well, beaches, for one, have a lot of water pollution. And
we're not talking about water pollution. We gotta talk about the palm trees.
Oh, the palm trees.
No, but let's rehearse how to help her too. If she, so,
like, I'm telling you, like here in Florida right now, people are removing palm trees, and that's making the sand, it's making the sand loose and water coming more inland.
Talk about what you know. Talk about what you know.
What I know is that without trees, they won't prevent carbon dioxide flowing into the atmosphere, and that creates more and more pollution, and therefore we won't have enough fresh oxygen to breathe, and then we get sick and die.
What about the causes of deforestation as far as like climate changes?
Climate changes, for example, global warming. If global warming keeps going, we won't have enough drinkable water. And if glaciers keep melting at this current rate, and trees won't prevent erosions from creating landslides, because trees are a big part of it. When their roots stop soil and the mud from moving downhill, which can create natural disasters upon cities and kill thousands of people.
All right.
That
was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, okay,
5
so
minutes,
work
wow.
on your transition.
But you have to work on because there's some like awkward pauses here and there.
Yeah, I know.
This is first rehearsal. Do the transition. Do the transition for the video so we can continue to Laquisha. Say something about agriculture and then do your transition.
But as agriculture expansion continues, we must have some solution to stop production.
And now presenting
Laquisha's side of possible solutions to stop deforestation.
Hello everyone, I'm here to talk to you about the possible solutions to deforestation. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What can we do as a community? As a community, we can encourage everybody that's in schools and corporate businesses and in universities to join hands and come together to start a localized tree planting community. And for each and every person, we can plant just one tree and it can make a difference to the community. We can have a more greener city. I don't know what else, because I thought I had it. We can have a more greener city and create awareness to this ongoing problem. As a nationwide, we can persuade. That's the word I was looking for. We can persuade Congress and the lawmakers to ban logging and deforestation and make laws on timber, wood, fuel, and farming in order to make a controlled timber production.
They are include.
Okay. Okay, ecoforestry. Okay, with ecoforestry is another way to another possible solution to counter deforestation. We can cut down pre-selected trees in an environmentally friendly way, which means we could cut down trees that have already fallen over, that have already been maimed in some sort of way, and this allows for controlled timber extraction. Another point is natural regeneration, which means leave the trees alone, not touch them at all. Here it is. Yeah, leave untouched forests that haven't been touched by deforestation at all. Make sure that we have some sort of laws in order so people won't go in and cut them down. This way they can continue growing without human intervention. We can also begin planting projects on reclaimed farmland and on urban sites. But we have to avoid tree farms, and tree farms is planting tiny identical tree seedlings by the thousands row after row. And this is very harmful to the environment because it's a lack of diversity and can result in infertility among the trees, and which leads to many of the causes Nicholas has discussed. But there is hope though. A planted forest doesn't have as much chance as a long-term survival as a natural one. Therefore, the best possible solutions can be taught. The best possible solutions. I will hand it over to Robin.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hi.
Hold up.
Hi. You wanna?
Wait, hold on. Before I forget, what were you trying to say? Another point to make.
I was gonna say that they grow trees for farming, so they can have. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want you to this one is just to rehearse like what will happen in a real scenario. Like at 3 minutes you stop. So
I know.
you already know you gotta. Okay. So I don't have anything written, but I'm just gonna because once if I can make this happen, I can make it happen once I prepare something. So okay, so now that you guys all are familiar with what deforestation is, as Nicholas expressed, and what are the causes, what are some of the best solutions that Laquisha mentioned that you guys can adopt and do yourself or your family? And then I want to ask somebody, probably giving some answers. Okay, great. Look, one of the best solution for deforestation, guys, it's very simple. It's just not touching these trees. If you don't cut a tree, you don't have to worry about the causes of eliminating this tree from its habitat. If you don't take this tree out of the land where it naturally grows and replant it in another setting, you don't have to worry about the consequences that's going to cause in that other natural environment where you're replanting it, as Laquisha and Kristen were mentioning about tree farming, which a lot of corporates are using nowadays. And how can you guys support this idea of not cutting trees when a lot of the things that we use on a daily basis require the use of trees, require mankind to cut these trees? The papers that we use, the meat that we eat, the land that they use to grow these cattle and stuff like that. Well, it's very easy. We might not be able to stop logging and deforestation, but we can prevent it and we can minimize it. Knowledge is power, and now that you guys are acquiring this knowledge that we have put all together over here to bring to you, I want you guys to be more conscious about some of the solutions that Laquisha mentioned and how can you make an impact in your community. As she said, leaving untouched forest. If you go to a park, if you're in a park and you see somebody cutting the trees, just talk to the park ranger and let him know what's going on so they can address that situation, because that one tree can cause an effect which is called the ripple effect, where now this tree that was probably sustaining other trees around him, now these other trees are going to die as well. So I have to say, and I must emphasize that the best solution and the easiest solution for deforestation is to stop cutting down these trees. I know that it is not a viable option, and according to the word site www.whatever.com, timber and land are much needed for many industries throughout the world. Now, strict laws, another thing that will support the prevention of deforestation is strict laws. Place and enforce around the country to avoid the destruction of the land irresponsibly. The practice of reforestation should be also employed. For every tree that is cut down, a new one should be planted to replace it. And if you think about it, it's not something that's hard to achieve. There's a lot of programs like the 1-for-1 Tree Foundation and the Volunteers for Tree organizations that you can find locally here, and we have them here on this presentation as references, so you guys can actually go over there and place your vote to stop this massacre of trees. So now we're going to talk about what's the time? Now that we know what the best solution is, I hope that you guys are able to support us in our decision. And I'm going to pass to you, Kristen, on how can we put these best solutions into effect.
I suggest we make a petition to pass a law that states that we should stop deforestation to the Amazon and other rainforests. And also, there is a solution by planting trees, then harvesting them in later years to have for resources like crops. And
you don't have to continue. You can just say like 1-2 sentences and then pass it to Laquisha. We'll make it like it's
okay,
like
a minute and 30
yeah,
minutes.
Okay,
it's like we're doing it.
And planting trees for resources like crops. Now, Laquisha has her solutions as well.
I think we should use the technology that we have available. Since we are a very advanced society, we should use these new inventions that for this important restoration that's part of our world. I think we should use these available drones that scientists use to map out the land and use the drones to spread